You glance in the mirror one morning and something feels off. Not your hair, not your posture, something deeper. A part of your body that once made you feel strong, vital, even proud, now seems smaller. And no one ever warned you it would change. I'm Dr. James, with over 30 years dedicated to men's health, and I've seen how this silent shift affects not just the body, but the spirit. Most men think it's irreversible, a consequence of getting older. But that's not the full story. What if I told you the reason your penis appears smaller isn't just age, but something you can address, naturally, safely, and effectively? In this video, I'll show you the real science behind what's happening, how to protect your health, avoid misleading solutions, and adopt proven habits to restore confidence. And stay tuned, because I'll reveal the one overlooked factor behind this change and how fixing it is simpler than you think. Before we explore the solutions that can truly make a difference, it's essential to first understand the real causes and separate science from the dangerous myths and misleading promises that too often lead men astray. To understand what's really happening, we have to look beneath the surface, because the truth behind why your penis appears smaller with age starts deep inside your body, not just on the outside. 1. Understand the cause and take back control. Most men don't see it coming. One day you wake up and something feels different, not just physically, but emotionally. You notice a change in how your body responds, how you feel about yourself, and yes, how you look. For many, the most alarming part is the perception that the penis is shrinking, and what makes it worse is the silence around it. No one talks about it, so you're left to wonder, is this normal? Is something wrong with me? Let me be clear, this change isn't just in your head. It's not just cosmetic. It's a biological warning sign, and ignoring it can lead to far more serious problems. The root causes are multiple, and they're all dangerous if left unchecked. Declining testosterone levels don't just affect your libido. They reduce blood flow, sap your energy, and weaken the tissues that support erections. The result? Loss of firmness, sensation, and size. Then comes visceral fat buildup, that stubborn belly weight, which can bury the base of your penis, making it look significantly smaller while increasing your risk for heart disease and diabetes. Combine that with weakening pelvic muscles and reduced tissue elasticity, and you're looking at a storm of issues that don't just threaten your sex life, they threaten your identity as a man. But here's the catch. These changes aren't irreversible. If you act early, if you take this seriously, you can take back control, naturally, safely, and for good. Just don't get fooled by flashy promises, because what you're about to hear next might be the most dangerous trap of all. 2. Beware of the dangerous myths and scams. If there's one thing I've seen over and over in my years of practice, it's good men being misled. The moment you start to notice changes in your body, especially something as personal and sensitive as the appearance of a smaller penis, you become vulnerable. And unfortunately, the internet is filled with people ready to take advantage of that vulnerability. Pills, pumps, patches, stretching devices, hormone drops, all promising to restore size overnight, all playing on your fear, shame, and desperation. But here's the truth they don't want you to hear. Not only do these products fail to deliver, many of them are downright dangerous. I've treated men who ended up with permanent damage from unregulated treatments. Scar tissue, nerve damage, hormonal crashes. Some lost sensation completely. Others developed anxiety or depression after falling into these traps. Because these scams don't just steal your money, they steal your peace of mind, your trust in your body, and in many cases, your relationships. What's worse is how they distract you from the real solutions. Instead of strengthening your body, they make you doubt it. Instead of healing you, they sell you insecurity. That's not medicine, that's exploitation. But don't lose hope, because the body you live in still has the power to fight back. There are real ways to restore strength, intimacy, and confidence, and they don't come in a bottle. In fact, the next part of this journey may surprise you because the most powerful changes start with the simplest choices. 3. Use science-based habits to stay strong and vital. So what can you do? What actually works? You don't need expensive drugs. You don't need surgeries. You need consistency, wisdom, and a bit of science. Here are the top 5 proven strategies to protect and support your manhood as you age. 1. Physical activity, the first line of defense. If there's one habit that separates the men who thrive in their later years from those who fade too early, it's this: movement. Not complicated workouts, not expensive gym memberships, just consistent daily physical activity. It's the single most powerful medicine you're not being prescribed, and it directly affects the way your body looks, feels, and functions, especially where it matters most. You see, the penis isn't a self-contained organ. It's part of an intricate system that depends entirely on circulation, muscle tone, and hormone balance, all of which are fueled by movement. When you stop moving, blood flow slows, arteries stiffen, testosterone drops. The tissues that once responded quickly become sluggish. And before you realize it, your sense of vitality, your confidence, even your manhood begins to erode. But here's the thing, you don't have to become a marathon runner. A brisk walk, a swim, lightweight training, even just standing and stretching every hour can kickstart your cardiovascular system and help restore healthy function. It's not about building muscle for show, it's about protecting the engine that powers everything: your heart, your hormones, and your sense of control over your body. And when you move your body, something else happens. Your mind clears, your posture lifts, and your confidence starts to return. That's the first step. But it's only the beginning, because what you choose to put on your plate next might be just as powerful, or just as dangerous. 2. Eat for blood flow and hormones. They say you are what you eat, but for men over 60, it's more than a saying. It's a warning. Because the truth is, every bite you take is either fueling your strength or quietly stealing it away. I've sat across from too many men who've lost energy, drive, and even intimacy, only to realize their daily diet was working against them in ways they never imagined. Processed sugar, refined carbs, and trans fats don't just add inches to your waist. They clog your arteries, disrupt blood flow, and weaken testosterone production. That triple threat can cripple your vitality. Without proper circulation, the penis can't function the way it once did. Without testosterone, desire fades and tissue health declines. Without nutrient-dense foods, your body doesn't just slow down. It starts to shut down from the inside out. But there's a powerful shift that happens when you feed your body the right way. Leafy greens boost nitric oxide, which opens your arteries like turning on a faucet. Oily fish fight inflammation and raise natural testosterone. Zinc-rich foods like pumpkin seeds and oysters support hormonal balance. Whole foods don't just nourish you. They awaken what's been dulled by age and stress. This isn't about going on a diet. It's about making food your ally. A daily act of reclaiming your health, your confidence, your manhood. The good news? It's never too late to change your plate. The better news? There's something else just as vital that most men ignore, and it could be silently wrecking your hormones every night. 3. Stress less, breathe more. You might not see it, but stress is doing damage, quietly, relentlessly, and often without warning. For men in their 60s and beyond, chronic stress is one of the most underestimated killers of intimacy, energy, and overall health. I've watched men work themselves to the bone, worry themselves sick, and carry silent burdens for decades, only to wake up one day feeling disconnected from their own body. And when we dig deeper, stress is often at the center of it all. Stress floods the body with cortisol, a hormone that competes directly with testosterone. When cortisol is high, testosterone crashes. Blood vessels constrict, inflammation rises, libido disappears. Erections become unreliable. You lose motivation to move, to eat right, to connect, and soon enough, the man in the mirror looks like someone else. Not weaker, just worn down. But here's the hard truth. If you don't learn to control your stress, it will control you, and it won't stop at your hormones. It will reach into your heart, your brain, your relationships. That's why daily stress management isn't optional. It's essential. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing, stretching, or silence can reset your nervous system and protect your most vital functions. Don't underestimate how powerful calm can be, because in stillness, the body repairs, and when your mind finds peace, your body follows. But there's still one more habit that could be wrecking your hormones night after night, and most men don't even realize it's happening. If you're waking up tired, dragging through the day, and feeling off, what I'm about to reveal next could be the missing piece. 4. Sleep like it's medicine. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. And for men over 60, it may be the most overlooked and most dangerous factor affecting your sexual health and hormones. I've seen men try every supplement, every workout, every diet tweak, yet still struggle with energy, drive, and confidence. Why? Because they're running on empty, and their body knows it. When you don't get enough deep, uninterrupted sleep, your body suffers in silence. Testosterone production, which happens mostly during the night, drops sharply. Cortisol rises, blood pressure climbs, inflammation spreads, and your nervous system never gets a chance to reset. The result? You wake up feeling foggy, frustrated, and far from yourself, and slowly, day by day, your strength fades. But here's what most men don't realize. Poor sleep doesn't just leave you tired. It sabotages your ability to heal, to function sexually, and to respond with clarity to stress. The bedroom becomes a battlefield where your body fights to recover and loses. And all it takes to start reclaiming that ground is one decision: to treat sleep like medicine. That means no screens before bed. A cool, dark, quiet room, no late caffeine or alcohol, and a firm commitment to 7 to 9 hours of real rest. Because when you sleep like your life depends on it, your body starts to act like it's worth protecting. But even with movement, food, calm, and rest, something else could still be standing in your way. And most men don't discover it until it's too late. It's time we talk about the silent signals your body may be sending and why you should never ignore them. 5. See your doctor proactively. I've met too many men who wait until something goes wrong to ask for help. They feel discomfort, notice changes, feel something slipping, and they stay silent. Maybe it's pride, maybe it's fear, maybe it's the hope that it'll just go away. But in truth, ignoring your body's warning signs doesn't protect you. It puts you in danger. When you notice your erections aren't what they used to be, when your energy fades without reason, when you feel like something just isn't right, that's not aging. That's your body asking for help. And the worst mistake a man can make is to pretend it's nothing, because often it isn't just about performance. These changes could be the first sign of serious conditions like vascular disease, diabetes, or even early-stage prostate issues. Waiting can cost you time, options, and peace of mind. But seeing your doctor early, before the crisis, gives you power. You can get a clear picture of your hormone levels. You can uncover hidden causes. And most importantly, you can take control while there's still time to turn things around. This isn't weakness. This is wisdom. A proactive checkup is one of the most courageous and self-respecting acts a man can make after 60. Because real strength isn't about hiding symptoms, it's about facing them head on. And now that you understand how to protect your health, it's time to talk about the cost of doing nothing. Because there's one final truth I need to share with you. And it may be the difference between fading and thriving in the years to come. Closing thoughts. You're not losing it, Mom. You're learning to own it. Growing older changes you. That's the truth most men live but few speak. The body you once trusted without a second thought now feels unfamiliar. It moves slower, it aches in ways it never did. It responds differently, especially in the most intimate places. And if you felt that shift, if you've looked at yourself in the mirror and wondered when it happened, I want you to know something. You're not broken. You're not alone. And most importantly, you're not powerless. The changes in penis size, function, and appearance that come with age aren't just about the physical. They touch something deeper. They challenge how you see yourself as a man, your strength, your identity, your value. And when no one talks about it, when society pretends it's just part of getting older, it's easy to fall into silence and shame. But silence is not the answer. Understanding is. Action is. And that's why you're here. What you've learned today is more than a list of facts. It's a roadmap. You now know that this issue isn't about something disappearing. It's about what's changing inside your body. Testosterone dropping, circulation slowing, tissues losing tone, fat creeping into places it never belonged. You've learned that these changes aren't signs that you're less of a man. They're signals. Your body is talking to you. And now you know how to listen. You've also seen the traps, the dangerous myths, the fake solutions, the so-called miracle cures designed to exploit your fear and profit off your insecurity. You know better now. You understand that real strength isn't found in a pill or a pump. It's found in knowledge, discipline, and the willingness to take responsibility for your health with eyes wide open. And most importantly, you've discovered the path forward. Not through fantasy, but through science-backed action. Daily movement to keep your heart and hormones strong. Whole, nourishing foods that feed your vitality instead of robbing it. Calm in the chaos, rest when the world tells you to grind, and medical support when your body tells you it needs help. These aren't small habits. They're lifelines, and they work. I've seen it with my own eyes, men in their 60s, 70s, even 80s, rediscovering a part of themselves they thought they had lost. Not because they fought aging, but because they embraced it with clarity, courage, and commitment. They moved their bodies, they changed their plates, they faced their stress, they got better sleep, they called their doctor before things went too far. And in doing so, they found more than physical improvement. They found peace, confidence, intimacy, a renewed sense of who they were and still are. You see, aging isn't a loss. It's an invitation to know your body in a new way, to protect what matters, to deepen your connection with yourself and the people you love, to live on your terms, not in fear, but in ownership. So if you've ever felt that sinking doubt that maybe this is just how it has to be, smaller, weaker, quieter, I'm here to tell you it's not. What feels like decline can become your greatest turning point. What seems like the end of something can be the beginning of something better, but only if you choose to act, only if you choose to reclaim what's always been yours, your right to feel strong, alive, and whole, no matter what your birth certificate says. So take what you've learned today and do something with it. Stand taller, eat better, move often, rest deeply. Talk to your doctor. Talk to your partner, talk to yourself, not with criticism, but with compassion and clarity, because you are still the man you've always been, and you still have more to give, more to feel, more to live for. This isn't about going back to who you were, it's about owning who you are now, wiser, seasoned, and fully capable of thriving. You're not losing it. You're learning to own it. And that, my friend, might just be the greatest power you've ever had. Let's keep walking this path, stronger together. These lessons are meant to inspire you to live fully and authentically. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect and share one thing you've learned and plan to apply in your own life. Let's support each other on this journey toward embracing these truths. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.